Now we are in Oslo, as you probably see. We are preparing to leave Oslo, and first of all we are going back to the place that almost kept me 5 years ago.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So 5 years ago I sailed solo and alone in the Bay of Biscay. Captainslag. Været så der. Jeg måtte komme meg litt til for fastlandet. That almost went horribly wrong. So to follow in the footsteps of people 1,000 years ago and up until now, I will go back to the place where I got saved, so where I got pulled into shore, and I will visit an hermitage to show my deep respect before starting the rest of the travel here in Spain. First, I can show you the weather I am leaving. As you see, it's pretty gray. I'm walking outside of the Oslo Opera, and when we come to the end over here, I will show you the offering I am bringing to please the gods of the sea. You will see a couple of clips from the trip, but not those that were the most extreme, also because of YouTube guidelines and such. And then you will probably have a deeper respect of why I travel and how I travel. Redningen nær. This is Harta, I read you. My problem is both the engine is out and my sails are barely holding on. So inside here, I have the offering. It is a bronze sculpture. So, as you can see underneath, this is 100% a homemade bronze statue that I will bring as an offering down to Gatsulugats to show my appreciation for the saviors that saved me that day and the saviors of others to come. This is an old tradition amongst seafaring men that you will go and make your offering if you have either shipwrecked before or to thank the gods for giving you free passage over the Bay of Biscay. So I won't show you the entire statue now. I will, however, as soon as we get to Gatsulugats and we are leaving it. So follow the adventure. This episode will bring lots of different things. Now we have 2 months of adventure in Spain. Let me know if there's anything special you guys want to see. So today the adventure begins. It's now 5 a.m. and it's time to get to the airport. I will show you some snippets from the travels towards Bilbao and maybe also show how the statue moves along. Up until then, I think, like, as you see, dark skies. So I'm just going to take the subway and then the airport express train. Totally dark. Can't wait to get to Spain. A little lighter and way hotter. Yeah. Hello guys. Yeah, so a lot has happened the last couple of hours. I managed to forget my iPhone in the snooker club. I couldn't get it either because the key card to get inside is on the phone. So I missed my flight. Fuck my life. That was the only reasonably that was the only reasonable flight directly to Bilbao today. So I had to throw myself around. Eventually somebody came after I think 3.5, 4 hours and opened the snooker club. Now I have ordered new tickets for Madrid, and from Madrid I will have to take either a bus or train. I think it looks like a bus to Bilbao, and then hopefully I will be able to check into the hostel. I think they're checking close at 11, and by the looks of it I will be in Bilbao at around 1 a.m. So if you remember the previous clips, I was set to fly at 7 a.m. Now I'm set to reach the location about 19 hours later than that. So we'll see, but this is the traveler's lifestyle, you know? You can't do anything about it. Yes! Land ho! Woo! You fucking did it! Beast! Beast! Woo! Nei, boarding pass eller den først? Jeg skal ta på noe mer lys, ja, så. Tusen hjertelig. Yeah, cheers. Finally we are at the airport in the lounge. Time is 1:25. We have a tiny little cell, and then I think it's just time to prepare for Bilbao, pack some batteries and such. I will of course film on the way.
Les deseamos un vuelo agradable.
A few moments later.
Iberia flies line 5 con destino a Madrid. Ahora les pedimos al resto de los pasajeros que embarquen en el avión en la puerta número C11. Por favor, tengan la tarjeta de embarque y el pasaporte preparados. En nombre de Iberia, les deseamos un vuelo agradable.
Vamos a confirmar.
Ok.
Hallo.
Tusen takk.
Tusen takk. Strålende, takk, takk.
From 17.
Klærne går under og spretter opp. Yeah, so we finally made it to the bus. There was chaos on the plane. I had to run all the way here, and now the bus isn't even here yet. but then at least we are reaching Bilbao tonight. So then the plan won't be too destroyed, and hopefully I'll get to film the rest of the travel. This was a little too hectic. Yeah, so now we have stopped with the bus, so we're about halfway, I think. It's still another 1.5 2 hours until we have reached Bilbao. Today has been totally chaos. So yeah, I had to run all the way from the gate to the bus terminal outside of the airport. Managed to catch the bus with 1 minute to go. So that was barely flying. And then I figured out, of course, that all public transport in Bilbao closes at 11. So even if I get to Bilbao, it's still like 5 kilometers from the bus terminal to my hostel. So we'll see how we're gonna deal with that. Today money has gone like this. So honestly, I need to just chill a little. Finally, I got myself a Mahu, a Spanish beer, and then we just have to, I don't know, make a new plan tomorrow. Time to taste it. Oh, that was deeply needed, indeed. We also got a baguette. I haven't eaten anything since the airport lounge at like, I think 1 p.m. And now it's 9:45. So quite a day. And my original flight left at 7:15 a.m. So it's been quite a day, to be honest. But I'm glad you guys at least got to follow my journey a little. So then we have finally reached Bilbao after a horrible and long day of traveling. I could not be bothered to walk the 4 or 5 kilometers, so we got into a taxi, a pretty beautiful Tesla. Hopefully I can get a good night's sleep, and then tomorrow the adventures continue. Yeah, so now we have taken the bus to Bakio. Honestly, I'm getting a little into my lazy ways, but also to be able to make the bus in time. So I have put in, just before this clip, I put in a picture of the bus. It said online it was going to take 1.5 hours. It actually only took 50 minutes. From here, though, it is a couple of kilometers to go to San Juan. Then you will see it when we get there. But as you know, I'm no weak traveler. So first we have to go back into town, honestly, to find the Carrefour. Maybe have a cold beer at one of the bars, but also just to buy a couple of supplies so we can stop every time there's like a sweet spot. Because honestly, in the Basque country, everywhere you turn your head is fucking beautiful. So like this entire stretch, I figured it out when I was here several years ago. It's so beautiful, as you can see over there. So the weather is not supposed to be as beautiful as this the next couple of days. So I thought might as well go while it's nice. And with this weather, I might actually take a dip in the ocean as well. We will see a little later on. But first I need to find the Carrefour, buy a couple of beers, and then a couple of snacks. Haven't really had breakfast today, except for liquid breakfast, so yeah. And then it's a couple of kilometers out until the spot. Hola, buen día. One moment. una bolsa as well.
Vale. $5,82.
Yes.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Hasta luego. So I thought you guys can see a little of the travel. But first, when there's a scenic route to be had, we always take it, don't we? 3, 4. Der, ja. And the sea breeze is amazing. I do hope that the DJI mic provides and that it doesn't sound like shit to you guys. So I was here almost 4 years ago swimming. Now we are going out over here and a couple of kilometers. So I think since I was able to buy a couple of beers, we will take the scenic route. I think you can almost see it like snaking up the hill there and then over the hill and continue along the coastline. Then hopefully you will see why I always fall in love in the Basque country every time I'm here. It is quite spectacular. Yeah. So now we are rounding the edge of the beach. And then we're going to go in like classic small village, Basque country, apartments, some nice houses, and etc. But the graffiti on the old beach house here is quite cool though. And of course, beachside property. But I think maybe we'll do that later on today. For now, it's good to begin the walk since it is quite far. Yeah, so that's good. And I think since I actually managed to buy cold beers in the supermarket in Spain, which is not that easy, you would think it was, but many times they only got warm there. Now I'm getting myself lost. The point was, I think we will like just leave the center of town, find a scenic spot, have a cold one, and maybe eat the salad since I haven't had any breakfast yet. Now we're almost back to where the bus dropped me off, and then the true adventure begins. And now you guys have seen the gist of what Bakio is. It's a small, chill beach town close to Bilbao and close to the place I'm going now. But I think to try and be a little more effective today, I think I will show you more when we get to the scenic spots. Let me take you on a little tour of here. As you see, the ocean as far as the eye can see. And I'm not the first sailor in these areas, and I'm not the last either. So here you can see an old stone cross that is a sacrifice to God to hopefully make sure of safe passage in the Bay of Biscay. So these are historical grounds that we are touring, and it's good to show them a decent amount of respect. But as you know, there's no better respect than to enjoy life for the ones who cannot anymore. And to that, as a chair, we pour out some for those who cannot be here now. And salud. And then, let's see, time to get some breakfast. We got the standard salad box from the shop here. American Caesar salad, it states. We just need to get some grub, and then we can smoke some hoons on the way to where we are going. So it's like chicken, some ham slash bacon, some cheddar cheese, some croutons, and a lot of lettuce with some mixed in rocket, I can see. So at least 2 years ago when I walked the pilgrimage to Santiago, then I enjoyed these ones. They're quite cheap as well. It's like 320, 360 euros a piece. So it's not too bad on the run. Because I do love to eat out in Spain, but there's no taberna here, you know? So then we have to bring our own. I should probably have some napkins, but this is the life of a nomad, you know? Yeah, guys, then you got to see me eat. Now, I'm gonna pack this camera away, use the other one while I walk, and then I'll see you when we see where we truly are going today. First, a little shot of the ocean, though. Truly spectacular here, isn't it? Pan. Can anybody read me? Samme snullsvar å få. Helvete. Pan. This is sailing vessel Marta requesting a weather forecast. Yeah, now we are on the way again. Just look at this hill. It's crazy, huh? It's not just me, huh? It's beautiful, but come on. But the Basque has always been known for, for their insane hill climbs, both up and down. So I guess it's a part of the game. And you will see more of those in the next couple of episodes. We're going to have a lot of fun in the Basque country before we start the other adventure right after. Look, it's search and rescue out there. Those are my homeboys. They saved me 4 years ago in the Bay of Biscay after engine troubles. It couldn't go into gear. I think on day 8th. Yeah. Salute to them. Lifesavers, like literally. And more hills. So now you can actually see the spot behind me when I move my body. After being stuck in the grand old Big of Biscay for 8 days, imagine that, 8 days without the fucking engine, I got saved. But it was on the 4th day I actually met something, you can call it God, you can call it whatever you want, but I met something that showed me how to persevere. And what sailors have done in previous times, as I have mentioned earlier in this video, is to go to this place, especially the Basque sailors. And the Basque sailors are pretty much the only ones who know how rough the Bay of Biscay is. It's not for children. I sailed solo, remember. I learned how to sail myself. Nobody ever taught me. I've learned the hard way, but it's a good way. And now you can see this is San Juan de Gatzelugazze. And people bring votive offerings if they have been shipwrecked and survived, or for safe passage over the Bay of Biscay. I have also brought a votive offering, as I showed you a little hint of in Oslo. I have a bronze statue that was forged by a friend of mine and also an artist in Norway. And as you see, I still have the bundle with me from Oslo. And you can see as we unveil it, you can see more of it. And this is clearly a person of utmost despair. And that's also the feeling I felt out there alone before I found what connects us in the universe, and what made me stop questioning myself and be so necessary of others' approval. Like, honestly, who would do this? Who would be walking in Spain as a, I don't know. It's the way I chose, because it's the way I find enlightenment. And for me to post on YouTube wasn't easy to begin with. And now that I have begun, it's good to know that no matter what happens to me, if I am in a situation like that again, at least some of my adventures will be able to see for my family, but also for you, my viewers out there. So I appreciate that, and I think it's time to cheers for that. And then we will walk the 241 steps up before offering our gift to God. I hope you guys have enjoyed my chaotic adventure so far, and there's many more to come. Time to throw some garbage, huh? and then afterwards we continue on. Pardon? Mix? Ahí. Gracias. ¿Cuenta? No. How much? Tres. Un momento. Tres. Muchas gracias. Agur. Yeah. So now we are actually on the way. Let's see how we can get along on the way. I think we need to rethink this packaging. So now we first walk a lot downhill, and then we will have the 241 steps up. And hopefully everything works on the way there now. Honestly, the only Basque words I've learned after a couple of trips there is kaisho for hello or buen dia, and agur when you are leaving the restaurant or taberna. Sounds like they're doing some work here though. Hopefully you can hear me over the work still. I thought I had to go another day. This is why I brought way too much stuff today. But hey, we made it almost, huh? But the Basque really love going up and down, it seems. There you see it. So, actually, let me know in the comments. What kind of stuff do you enjoy me doing? Is it the bear in the pocket, or is it going to these kind of weird but also religious or special places? We still got, yeah, about another kilometers to go. Or do you just want me to get fucked up in a random country? That's also a possibility. I don't know if I will do it though, but we'll see. It's rough on the knees, but I gotta say it's quite fantastic to walk down after such uphills from Bakio. But like, if you guys enjoy watching me walking and maybe talking with me along the way, so I don't need to have the music on the air. You know, let me know. Maybe I'll get one of those streaming backpacks so I can actually do a couple of hours walk while still being online and with batteries. But that's for another time, it seems. But the stone floor here, yeah, now I can really start feeling my shoes like dragging my toes on the way down. But come on, look at it behind there. It's quite beautiful, huh? And honestly, this is nothing compared to being stuck alone 8 days. Some days storm, some days no wind in the Bay of Biscay. Ja, hele rulleforseglet fløy nesten av gårde. Furleksen fikk den floka. Fikk ikke ned driten. Det ene tauet har klart å gå gjennom alle trinsene sine. Krølle seg i det andre. Fikk ikke heist seilet, fikk det ikke inn. Bare blafra, holdt på å ryke hele seilet, holdt på kullseilet. Oh. That was a totally different beast. So we're gonna do the Bay of Biscay again sometime. But first we need, some more preparation on a boat. But so, this place has been there for the first ruins they found from about 900, I think, AD, or at least the 9th century, so it gotta be 800 AD something. And this is not the original building, but it's been home to pirates, it's been home to monks, it's been home to several things throughout. But whenever it's always had a connection to the ocean. Because as you see, like the bridge over to Gazlugace is man-made. So it kind of is built on the same principles as Mont Saint-Michel in France, except for those being strictly based upon tidal currents, while this one does have access regardless of the tidal. Whew. Now I'm starting to remember how much my knees hurt during the Camino del Norte, because you literally do this day in, day out for at least first I would say 12 days, except for San Sebastian and Bilbao. And there we have it. San Juan de Gazlugace. And then you have this formation. It kind of looks like Elephant Rock in Iceland. This almost looks more like an elephant, because honestly, just have a look here. So you have, I gotta stay away from the wind if you're gonna hear what I'm saying. So you have the ridge here for the backbones. It's a little skinny, but still, and then you have like the front legs. And if you see the white part of the stone going down to the ocean, it kind of looks like the snout. The only thing is that there's like some extra behind. But if you would like remove that, so you just had the silhouette of the white stone there, like the snout, that would look like almost 90% like an elephant. Yeah, I think we're gonna try this way now. I forgot to bring like the stick for this one, but at least I got the base stand. You see, here we have it. Feels so great to be back here. I was only up on top by the stone because it was closed when I was here after I was shipwrecked in Bay of Biscay, and then always wanted to go back. This is the time.
I think we learned a lot, and I learned a lot.
And this is the oil platform that I scouted in the horizon before I got saved. So we do have quite the climb up. It's quite steep and it's a lot of steps. So I think, and look at this. Because I actually was almost considering getting a drone just because I was coming here. So now I'm glad I didn't. Because they do kind of destroy the vibe for the rest of the people. So I never really was a fan of the drones everywhere. So, if I'm not mistaken, that just means that the water is not treated in any way. But honestly, the water here in the Basque country, as long as it's from like a semi-clean stream, is really beautiful. No, it's actually great tasting. And here we have all of the animals living in this fauna. And the irony is, these ones, they would fish for just outside of my sailboat when I was trying to fix the engine. So I was in Bermeo for quite some time. And like every night, they would like set up lawn chairs and fish with glow sticks for the octopus. Actually, this is also like a tile. I thought it was like cardboard or like metal like this one. But no, this one is the original OG. This is actually a tile. Makes it so much more worthy and cool, I would say. So it's quite the place, you know. People have been here and coming here for a long time. And as you probably, I haven't touched upon this time. Beautiful mosaics on the floor. But I haven't touched up on it this time, but the Basque language is like the only language in Europe they have no idea where it came from. So it's kind of like a proto-language. They use the TX and the Z so much compared to other European cultures. So it makes me kind of think of the Mexican language, but they do have no connection though. But as you see, now we're starting the ascent up to San Juan de Gatzulegache. It's 241 steps. So we're beginning the steps. And now the steps have begun. The steps do help a lot though. But you also have stretches without like this. The steps kind of make me think of the Sherpa stairs, because in Norway we do have a lot of Sherpa made stairs, and yeah, then it kind of becomes like a stair walking to the top. It does feel quite nice. The gradient certainly picked up though. But they have built these nice little benches though. Still quite some to go. Yeah. So I don't know, maybe about halfway. And this is the 7th cross marker, I think. Treacherous oceans there though. Because that's what people don't really think about. The one thing is crossing the Bay of Biscay, where there is no rocks and just like almost 3,000 meters deep, you know? That's dangerous in its own way. But the issue with not having any engine power in foreign lands that you don't know and with just a VHF radio is these kind of cliffs and natural bays. Because, you know, if you wash up in here, there's no chance. Your boat's gonna be smashed and you might die as well, you know? The same for over here, around here. Like, if I would have to, like, do it, it's the beach in Bakio and just hope that my boat wouldn't get smashed and basically try and beach it at low tide, you know? But then the next day, same issue. So that is a thing people don't realize. And also I was a little unprepared. I did not know that there's like 6 meters tidal zone difference here twice a day. So it is a lot to think about with a sailboat, because it goes a little deep in the water. It was 30 feet. And just imagine my 30 feet boat being smashed up on these rocks, you know? Because there's no way to climb ashore. You can't just leave the boat there. Because if you get smashed up against these rocks in those waves, you might die just from that, you know? So it was a sticky situation, but I'm glad I managed to sort it out. I will tell you a little more about how it ended up afterwards, because now we are almost reaching the top, and as I've told you guys, I have a debt that I have to pay here, so it's about time. So in Norway we have a saying, directly translated, it means the ocean gives and the ocean takes. And like everybody that has lived along the coast of Norway historically has had to deal with this. It can look like perfectly fine weather. You can be as prepared as you want to, but when the storm hits, then it's you and Poseidon, or you and God alone, you know? Now we have the last couple of stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. So 18 of the final stairs. So we came from up there, down there, and up here. But before that, we came from the beach town over there, and up over, down and up over again. Now, I think I need to find the wall that I've been talking about and that the place is so famous for, to be able to leave mine. It does seem that it's not possible to to enter the chamber with the votive offerings. So, we're not the easiest ones to get to stop. I'll figure out the solution. Just let me think a little about it. So now we have reached the end point of here. I have found a couple of suitable options. I'm not quite sure which one though. Here it would get some exposure totally at the end, but I think it will be grabbed quite quickly. Well, if it's here, then it's in between. Ah no, because when they wash, they spill all of the water that way. So then it will also just get spilled out, even if it is quite heavy. So that was air ambulance. Like where I just showed you, could be. Okay, they're doing a flyby, yeah? One more time? No. Yeah, doing a flyby and a chill zone. So this would be a possibility, but I feel like it's just a stone missing there. So it will be noticed too quickly. But what about there? On top of the power box, you know? That might actually be quite good. Because not many people will get to catch it. Now when there's no people there, I think I should try before it's too late, huh? Okay, let's try and be a little quick so we don't make any problems here. But thank you, Father, for saving me out there at the big ocean. Thank you for showing me that the shortcut is not the way to live, but the way to live is what you truly want, because tomorrow your life can be gone. To you, I dedicate this totem as a sacrifice and as a showing of my pilgrimage and blessing. This cloister is dedicated to John the Baptist. I dedicate the statue also to John the Baptist. Kiss on the forehead, and then let's see if we can get it up there. Or maybe not now. Now somebody's coming. Let's see if we can wait them out. Well, you don't win every time you try. So, short man syndrome, I couldn't reach it without taking the last ledge. And the last ledge, I think I will just fall over and make too much attention. So, I think we found like another cozy spot here. Because there was the intention one. And you see this little notch? I think that might keep my statue safe. The same way that God kept me safe on the ocean that time. So, to John the Baptist, til Johannes døperen, for the seamen you have saved and the seamen you will save. This is my memory. You will be remembered. You're never forgotten. Remember that. Redningen er nær. This is Harta. I read you loud and clear. Over.
Okay, then please let me know what is your position and what is your problem.
My position is north 4338.652, west 00221.722. My problem is both the engine is out and my sails are barely holding on.
Then you can stay with the sail.
I am doing 3 knots on the what's left of the sail. Yes, so I'm approaching Bilbao.
What kind of assistance do you require?
I need a tow into port because I need to do repairs.
Well, you need towing support.
Correct.
And what is your ETA to Bilbao? ETA to Bilbao.
1 second, I will double check the ETA. Over. This is sailing vessel Harta. With this speed, I'm approaching Bilbao in 8 hours. I'm 30 nautical miles outside of Bilbao.
In 8 hours. Understood. Understood. Well, we are going to arrange a grab awaiting you in the port entrance and to help you to try to come to port. Correct?
Can you say it one more time?
Yes. We are going to arrange a grab, a rescue grab awaiting you in the port entrance to help you to port. Correct?
I copy.
You have another port in Spanish coast to bear. You need to enter to proceed to Bilbao?
No, any port will do. Any port.
Well, you have another port close to your position. For instance, Bermeo. Bermeo is a big port in the Spanish coast, close to your position now.
I will double check my maps now.
Okay. What is your length overall?
One more time.
What is your length? Your length overall, the length of your vessel. You prefer proceed to Bermeo? Is close to your position, Bermeo?
Close is best.
It's very 2 or 3 ports in close to your position to proceed. You want Bermeo, Bilbao, Ondarroa, Lequeitio, it's many ports near your position.
Now I found Barmeo. Give me 1 second, I'll reroute and see how many nautical miles.
And you proceed to Bermeo. Awaiting your decision.
So I am 20 nautical miles from Barmeo. I will be there in approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay, perfect. Correct. We are going to arrange this craft. We have a craft in Bermeo port and await to your arrival about 4.5 hours from now. Correct?
Correct.
Understood. We are going to link with you, contact with you on channel 74. Do you have ice system operative?
I do not have ice, but channel 74, I will move there when you tell me.
Okay, understood. Stand by channel 74 to contact about 1 hour from now, correct?
Correct, amazing, I copy. Thank you so much. Over.
Good watch, bye bye.